Happy No King's Day, the day Americans are coming together to beat the drum in rejecting authoritarianism and remind Trump that he's not royalty. And in California, the governor is beating perhaps the loudest drum of all. Gavin Newsom just sounded the alarm with a major assist from Snopes in exposing an egregious Trump lie, even by his standards, and I've got the breakdown for you next. Donald Trump thrives on chaos, and that chaos is always built on a foundation of lies. And today's lie, it's a whopper. So big that Snopes, the fact-checking website that investigates and debunks misinformation and political lies, just exposed the Trump propaganda, and Newsom amplified it. I'll share the deception in just a minute, but first, since Los Angeles is ground zero in Trump's war on democracy, and news there unfolds in real time, let's zoom in on Newsom's most recent countermeasures. In this video that Newsom just posted, he goes way beyond politics to speak of Trump's cruelty and the human suffering that he is not only responsible for, but is likely enjoying from his warped strongman perspective.
I don't know how any heart can't be broken when 4-year-old girls are going missing, when kids are quite literally being left at school because their parents have disappeared, where people aren't showing up at their own graduations. I just watched a video of someone with 2 kids, 6 and 2 years old, in the back of his car, and the car was rammed by ICE. 9-month woman pregnant, arrested. 9-month, pregnant. And when I say people disappearing, no due process. They disappear to a federal facility. They may end up a day later, maybe hours later, in Louisiana, Texas. Their family don't know where they is.
And here's a video that he posted a few hours ago that continues that theme and contains a call to action for today. Have a look, and on the other side, I'll have the misinformation that Snopes exposed and he shared.
Can we once and for all just dispense with this notion that this is all about going after dangerous criminals? Just today in Los Angeles, reports are coming back that caregivers, babysitters, entrusted with children and toddlers in parks in Los Angeles had ICE agents rush on them in unmarked cars and take these children from the caregivers, detaining these babysitters. Imagine being a parent of one of those children and getting a call about what just happened. Any parent should be outraged, but all of us should be outraged by that cruelty, by that conduct by the Trump administration. Tomorrow, he is going to have a birthday, a vulgar display of weakness. And millions of people, I imagine millions of people, are going to get out and protest. I ask you, if you're filled with rage, as I am, by what is going on in the militarization of great American cities, that when you're out protesting, you do it peacefully. Do not play in to Donald Trump. What he wants is chaos. That's the reaction that he hopes to get from us, from this cruelty.
And now for the Trump lie that was exposed by Snopes and shared by Newsom. It came to my attention via a Newsweek article titled, "Gavin Newsom accuses Trump administration of spreading fake protest images." And it went on to say,
California Governor Gavin Newsom has accused the Trump administration of deliberately spreading doctored and misleading images of recent protests in Los Angeles. On X, formerly Twitter, the Department of Defense's Rapid Response account posted a video that appeared to show burning, graffitied police cars during protests in Los Angeles this week. However, the fact-checking website Snopes said the image showed protests in Los Angeles following the death of George Floyd in May 2020. The governor's office wrote on X on Friday, "Huge development. An official Department of Defense account is spreading fake images from old protests to justify Trump's illegal militarization of Los Angeles. This isn't just disinformation, it's a propaganda campaign from the Pentagon. Why it matters. Following a wave of immigration and customs enforcement operations in Los Angeles on June 6th, protests broke out in the city. Amid reports of violence against law enforcement, Trump authorized the deployment of 4,000 National Guard troops and 700 Marines to the city without Newsom's consent. While the president has argued that deploying the military was necessary to prevent Los Angeles from burning to the ground, officials in California have argued that the protests did not require that level of response.
This is not just another Trump lie. It is part of a broader, dangerous pattern. What Snopes exposed and what Governor Newsom amplified is how Team Trump operates. Invent a false narrative, push it through their media echo chamber, and use it to justify real-world aggression. They are masters at weaponizing misinformation. Governor Newsom's decision to spotlight the Snopes fact check wasn't political theater. It was a warning flare. Because in Trump world, facts become optional and cruelty becomes normalized. That's the authoritarian playbook. Confuse, control, and crack down. And Newsom is desperately trying to sound the alarm for the rest of the nation. So on this, No King's Day, the symbolism couldn't be clearer. This is a fight between democracy and deception by a wannabe king. And the only way to win is by meeting the lies with truth and the chaos with organized and civil outrage. Because Trump doesn't just want power, he wants obedience. And if we don't stand up against the propaganda and the power grab now, we will be living under it later.